All right, everyone, how about a singles read with me? I haven't done these in a while. This is where I fly outside the soulmate cycle. I don't do them very often. They're not very popular, I think, probably because they're just for a small number of people. A lot of people are too hung up on some soulmate that ran from them. But these are fun readings. This is interesting to see what you're attracting. It's really what this is. What you're attracting, what the people around you see, the average Joe or Jane Schmo on the street, what they see, you know, what they think. What's the likelihood you could end up banging them around the corner, right? Behind the dumpster. I don't know. That sounds terrible, but it might be fun if you're in the right mood, right? It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you're here for a reason. If you watch these all the time, you're here for a reason. Let's find out what you're attracting. Outside the soulmate cycle, no soul connection. These are people you could have no soul connection with. Doesn't matter. You could be in relationships with people you don't have soul connections with. In a lot of ways, it can be better. Although you have to kind of keep it alive a lot more. But let's see here. It's timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. Here's the pre-shuffle. I said, tell me about the energies outside the soulmate cycle. I got 8 cups, two swords, 5 cups. So far, this doesn't look very good. So far, this doesn't look like there isn't going to be any banging behind a dumpster or in a bed or anywhere. Certainly not a motel by the hour kind of thing. I mean, it's not. It's all sort of walking away. The energies are avoiding you. They're at a crossroads. There's this energy of nothing's happening. There's a boredom attached here. She's bored, sad, and depressed all at the same fucking time. I don't know if they got a pill for that, but man, go see a doctor. I'll tell you. It is. And here's the thing. Bookending the 8 of Cups is another 8, the 8 of Wands this time. Things are about to pick up speed. The universe is very clear on that. Things are about to pick up speed. It's when you think nothing, it's when you feel this. I often say about the soulmate cycle, I'll phrase it this way. I often say about the soulmate cycle, the 5 of Cups, that's this, and the 3 of Swords are the 2 main cards that seem, in my experience researching soulmate cycles, to end the separation phase. In other words, they're a catalyst for someone to reach out. In this case here, in a singles read, we have to flip that because we're outside the soulmate cycle. This 5 of Cups, once you get in this 5 of Cups energy, nothing's going to happen. Fucking hell, fucking Steve, love, tarot, fuck you. Right, you're outside, you're just swearing at me. Nothing's going to happen. Hell, Steve, you're looking around. There isn't even a dumpster here to bang behind. Look, there's nothing here. It's devastation. At that moment, shit happens. Something happens. You cross paths with somebody. The problem is, and this is where most people go wrong, and you won't, okay, because you're here and you're listening to me. This is where most people go wrong. This happens a lot. We get in this energy. You see, love shows up when you're not looking for it, right? Kind of a thing like that. People get in this energy, and then it shows up, and they're stuck, and they stay stuck in this energy, right? They just stay there, and they scare it away because they look kind of scary. They look like somebody you don't want to go anywhere near, right? That kind of thing. You're not going to do that. You know that once you get in this energy, you know that something's coming. So you can go ahead and get this energy is more of a sign of when this 8 of Wands shows up. Okay? It's communication. It's you running into somebody. It could be any number of things. But that 8 of Wands is fueled by 10 Pentacles. So it could be something very real. I don't say anything in these readings that's not part of the energy. And I don't say anything just to blow some hot air. It all means something. Everything I say means something. Well, what does it mean, Charlie? You're banging behind a dumpster, Steve. Yeah, you sound like that. I need you to think more laterally than that if you're going to come to my channel. What does it mean? Maybe you meet a garbage man. I don't know. Maybe you meet someone who works. This is very common. People who work at restaurants have to go out back in the alley usually, at least here in Los Angeles, and chuck out junk from the kitchen and stuff into the dumpsters out back. You could meet somebody there. You could just lock eyes as you're walking past the alley. Anything, right? You don't have to take me literally. You just have to catch my drift. But it all means something to somebody watching. That being said, this is nice. This is something that might surprise you. This is happening this is your sign, right? You start to feel like that girl there, male or female, doesn't matter. It's a girl on the card. Then that's your sign that something's about to pop. All right, let's see where we go here. I'm gonna turn the fan on. It's getting hot in here, and not just because of your reading. I'm telling you. All right, here we go. Let's see where we're at. Let's do it. We're not frozen, are we? Okay, good. I looked at the camera. I didn't see anything. It's because, oh yeah, dummy, you got the cards in your hand. Oh, okay. All right. All right, here we go. Shuffle the deck. Let's see where we're at. Give me a singles read for whoever of my viewers are here. These readings are not that popular. They don't get a lot of views, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. Makes them more accurate, right? People put too much emphasis on soulmate. Soulmate relationships can be tricky. If you got a soul connection, deep soul connection with a family member, you're probably fighting with that family member. I will tell you, you are probably, or even estranged from that family member. That's a good sign right there. If you're estranged from a family member, you probably have a deep soul connection with them. I don't wish that on anybody. I think it's easier to not have any soul connections with your family. That's it, right? That's it. I got one main soul connection in my, well, two if you count my sister, but that's a light. That's a light connection. We always together in every fucking lifetime for some fucking reason. But I got one cousin over in the UK who I got a very strong soul connection with. She's secretly my favorite cousin. She drives me fucking crazy, but secretly she's my favorite. Don't tell her, right? Her name's Izzy. All right, here we go. But even that's a tricky kind of thing. It looks like to the outside observer we drive each other nuts. And we do, but she's secretly my favorite. So that said, don't discount these energies here. I got new love for you. I got an Ace of Cups at the bottom. I like connections that aren't soul connections. You're forming new ones in this lifetime. So in a future lifetime, this person you bang behind the dumpster that looks like you could even build a life with, may live with for a little while with that Ten of Pentacles that comes in as a sign after the Five of Cups energy, right? That looks like something that you might be building a soul connection. Their energy will be a soul connection in your next lifetime. Okay, but you can form it here in this lifetime. You form the connection, a little baby connection, and that's what this Ace of Cups is talking about. It's brand new love. It's nice. That water's fresh and clean. It smells nice. Nobody peed in it yet. It's real nice. All right, let's go. All right, let's go. 3 cards. Here we go. You know that if you go to a public pool, I've told you this before, if you go to a public pool, a little chemistry lesson, and you smell the chlorine, right? Smells like a pool, we say. Oh, it smells like we're at a pool. That's somebody peed in it. There's an activation that occurs. It shouldn't smell like anything. So just letting you know, don't go in the water. But this water is nice. It doesn't have that smell to it. Center card, 4 of Pentacles. And what's red with 4 wands? The King of Wands. This happens a lot. I don't know why this happens. You guys feed whoever this energy is that you're going to run into, and we'll pull a little bit more about how you run into them or what kind of time frame we have. I'll pull on that 5 of Cups specifically. But the universe is talking about your connection with this person, your interactions with this person. You actually feed each other. I had a friend like this once when I was a kid. I'm just going to tell this. I had a friend like this once when I was a kid. Anytime we hung out, we got into trouble. Individually, we were fine. But anytime we hung out, he had a crazy idea, I had a crazy idea, and those crazy ideas would feed each other and swirl together, and the next thing you know, the local police were around at some point, right? At some point, Officer What's-His-Face, who knew our names, would pull up and go, now you two again, right? On one side, small town cops are fun like that. On the other side, you know, this was an energy I should not have been hanging out with. Our energies did, but it was like junk food. It felt good. It was fun, right? Thelma and Louise kind of fun sort of thing. That's your connection with this person. Doesn't have to be banging. This could be a friend, a new friend you make. It can be. But your connection with this person is your energy feeds each other. Whereas individually, you're less likely to do the crazy shit you will do hanging out with this person. Okay? Can I put it that way? Fine. Now, I'm going to stick with the witches, but I'm going to take the Ace of Cups out. This is a nice connection, you guys. This is fun. It's good. It's temperance. It's angel energy. It's not devil energy. So don't take my story the wrong way. In fact, my friend that I had when I was a kid that would cause that was a bit of a devil energy. It was a mild devil energy. In this case here, it's nice. You guys will do fun things. This energy will encourage you to do things that you wouldn't normally try, right? Or you'd be afraid to do it. When you're together with this energy, you feel okay doing it. Okay? You're fine with it. So again, banging behind a dumpster. Maybe somebody here banging outside. If it's a love connection, Maybe somebody here said, oh, Steve, I'd never do that. I know you're just kidding. Hopefully you said, I know you're just kidding, or there's a bigger meaning to you saying it. But I'd never do that, Steve. I'm not that kind of person. Okay. All right, princess. Chill the fuck down. Right? I mean, but when this energy's around, you feel like you feel safe enough. You feel like you'd do it. Right? You would do it. You would do stuff you wouldn't normally do. That's all I'm saying. It's nice. It's angel energy, so you don't have to worry. That's why the universe is showing you the Temperance card. Let's go. I want to see how you come across this energy. I want to see what's the deal here. That's all. That's all. I mean, that's pretty much what the energy here is saying. All right? It's nice. It's about walking paths. Paths you're normally afraid to walk. Red, center, left, right. You just go right down that path. Right? Now, on the plus side, my friend, when I was a kid, you know, we'd get real mouthy when we were around each other, right? You know, when you're around that person, you know, in my case, I always felt I could be a little lippier with people when I was around that friend. Of course, that friend was a lot bigger than me. So, you know, it was a little bit of, you know, bodyguard syndrome in a way. You might get a little of that with this person. This person might make you feel a little bolder than normal, right? We'll see. I'm going to see a little bit about how this interaction comes about. I'm pulling on the 5 of Cups from the pre-shuffle, okay? All right, we'll see. This could be a new friend for some of you. All right, I'm going to split it down the middle. It's probably not 50-50, but just, you know, for some of you, it's a new friend. It's a wonderful friend. Somebody probably around for the rest of your life, okay? It can be. But for others of you, this is definitely banging behind the dumpster. All right, let's go. What we get here? What do we got? What are we doing? What's happening? It's the High Priestess. It comes when you least expect it. It comes out of nowhere. It's a hidden energy. This friend is always with you. Why am I saying that? Hold on a minute. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the energy. I do that. That's what energy readers do. We talk to the energy. That's why sometimes I have to wear an earpiece and hold my phone so people don't think I'm schizophrenic. I feel like I'm holding the phone right now. Let me look it up. This is not for all of you. For all of you, it comes out of left field. It comes out of nowhere. Okay? You won't see this coming. You just meet this person. You might even meet this person through another person. I don't know. It's not something that you see coming. It happens rather random, right? Very random. But for a few of you, okay, this will apply if you're an only child, I think, the way I read the energy. So if you're an only child, you got no siblings. God bless you. Oh, that must have been such a nice childhood. Quiet. My God. Oh, anyway, right. You got your only child, right? This is probably you. Or if you had an imaginary friend and siblings, maybe imaginary siblings that weren't your own. I don't know. Whatever. Okay? This is like a manifestation. The universe, you were manifesting the whole time, and the universe manifested your imaginary friend. The one that you called upon to be brave, to go do things. A lot of times, only children do that. Only children, because they don't have... Because when you got siblings, it's like a gang sort of a thing. You feel safety in numbers, right? A herd sort of a thing. When you're an only child, you don't have that. So you tend to create artificial characters. You tend to almost have not true split personality, but, you know, an alter ego that you go into that maybe is a little braver than the normal you just sitting there, right? That kind of thing. You were manifesting that. You're a powerful manifester. This is an energy of a manifestation of that alter ego or that imaginary friend, okay? It's the easiest way for me to phrase it. It's a bit more complicated than that, but there's no need for me to overcomplicate it, all right? Okay. All right, let's go. Proof of that, I didn't know it was there, is the 2 of Cups that's underneath it. And it's not representing a soulmate here because this is the singles read. We're outside the soulmate realm. This is talking about somebody, an energy that's always been with you. It's been a part of you, right? Okay. So totally backs up every word I just said. So if you're an only child, scrape yourself up off the floor. I'm not fucking with you. Your imaginary friend Roscoe is coming. Okay? It's coming. And if your imaginary friend is Roscoe, well, I just blew your mind. Hopefully it wasn't. But I just pulled that name out of my ass, okay? I'm not the amazing Kreskin. Don't worry about it. All right, what else you want to tell me here? The Hermit. Another fucking... And the 9 of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles. That's tough for me to say. You want me to say that? I mean, the generic answer here is you meet this person through some kind of work experience or something to do with pentacles. It's practical. It's something you're doing. I mean, this could be anything. I mean, I've already talked about the hidden aspect. It comes out of nowhere. I've already talked about, for some of you, not all of you, this is that imaginary friend that got manifested, you know, in the universe giving it to you in reality. Fine. But how do you meet this person in the 3D? I mean, this could play out a lot of ways. You could be, I mean, literally the main energy that's here, that's why I said, oh, you don't want me to say that to the universe. It's like you meet somebody helping somebody move or doing something practical for another person. You meet somebody. Okay? It's that kind of thing. Something about that liberates this energy. It makes this energy show up. Now, it's also possible with the Nine of Pentacles here, and don't shoot the messenger. It is also possible you meet this person on some kind of singles platform, singles night, speed dating app. And I hate saying that because I don't recommend those fucking things. Okay? I do not. Because I have deep empathy and I can put myself in other people's positions. And I have oftentimes, just to see what would happen, put myself in the energy of a sociopath and thought, what would I do? You know, if I wanted to take advantage of people and I was a sociopath. And I got a list of things. I would join a church group. I would join any kind of support group. Anywhere where trust is instant, right? I would also join church group for sure, because people assume if you're in their church that you're good. It's a prime place for fucking sociopaths. The devil definitely goes to church, let me tell you. Any kind of support group kind of a thing, any kind of travel group. Travel group is perfect. You got international laws to deal with and things like, oh, it's perfect. And dating apps. Absolutely. All kinds of dating apps. Plain and simple. I mean, so again, I don't like saying that. And I hope if you're out on those fucking things, you're being safe and you're asking the right questions. But it's possible. Some sort of singles type event or something, because this card is someone who's single and free to pursue, and it's kind of the way it reads. It's a little clue. It's somebody who might be, you might find them suspicious because they seem very balanced in soul and practical. In other words, they're not just talking about their Corvette or their money. They're also doing spiritual shit and talking about that, and it's very balanced. You know, people tend to find new people that meet me here in real life tend to find me a little bit suspicious. Who's this guy? Talks all this spiritual shit and can tell me how to fix my Chevy. I mean, what the fuck is that? You don't usually see that, right? You don't usually see it. It's not the way it usually happens. Somebody throws tarot cards and can fix a car. What? You know, it's not usually. I'm not the typical. You know, whatever. So people are suspicious of anything that's atypical, is what I'm saying. This person is atypical. So you might be nervous, or you might be suspicious about that. Trust, capital letters, your intuition. Okay? Just trust your intuition. This is an energy, you'll feel like, at the very least, you'll feel like you've known them before. That's the best I can tell you. Okay? That's what your intuition will be telling you. Yeah, they're suspicious. Fucking spiritual shit and can fix a Chevy. I mean, come on now. Right? But deep down, your intuition, you'd be like, yeah, I feel like I know this person. I feel like this person feels like home to me in some way. It's not that it's a soulmate. It's just that it's something most of you have conjured up. It's a friend you wanted to have at some point. Okay? For others of you, it is your literal fucking imaginary friend. But for pretty much all of you, this energy has been around you your whole time. You just don't really have a soul connection with them. You haven't come across this energy in any other lifetime. This is the first one. Okay? And this is sometimes very volatile how things form. It's very volatile how stars form. It's very, things form, canyons forming, very volatile. New islands forming, very volatile. Right? New soulmate connections forming. Very volatile. All right? It can be. Just trust your intuition. What else are we going to find out here? I want to have some fun. I like having fun, right? I want to have some fun. I want to pull on the King of Wands energy because this is where you guys embolden each other. Right? I love it. What's the deal with this King of Wands? We're going to grab the little animal deck and let's go. Tell me about the King of Wands. Why is that here? What do you want? Okay, calm the fuck down. Cards are like jumping all over the place. Shit's trying to fly out. Three of Wands tried to fly out. That makes sense. Encourage each other to go down. A Ten of Pentacles tried to fly out. And now I got a Six of Cups. Right? Why is that here? What's fueling that? The Knight of Swords. This person, how do you guys embolden each other with this? This is really cool. I like this. I can see why it was angel energy. It's someone who encourage. You might have. This might start out you having a conversation with somebody, okay, and you want to look for this. This could be somebody you already know. It doesn't. It can be, but you're not really friends with them, or you're not really thinking about banging them behind a dumpster, right? But it's a conversation that talks about something you were afraid to do when you were younger, and this person encourages you to do it. Okay. Something you said, well, I always wanted to be an all-star clog dancer, right? Go, we talked about that before, the clog dancing, right? Somebody out there really clog dances or something. I don't know why that keeps coming in. Anyway, this person encourages you to try it. And doesn't just encourage you, actually kind of makes a few calls and maybe sets some things up where you could clog dance at a local mall. How about that? Look at you. Look at you. Fucking Ellie Mae Clampett dancing around at a fucking mall. All right. Chariot. What did I just say? Rewind. I read the energy first, then I throw the cards. The cards don't fucking matter in a Steve Love tarot reading, where tarot is just a keyword. It's just backing up what I said. It's this person doesn't just say, oh, you should try it. This person takes actions to set it up for you. It doesn't just say, oh, it'd be really cool. You could try and be a clog dancer. No, they call the local mall and say, I got a brilliant clog dancer for the middle of your fucking second floor. Right? They do something. And again, you don't have to take me literally. You just have to catch my drift. I've had friends like this. I've had friends, well, I'll never make the call. I'll never do it. They make the call for you. They take care of it. This is someone, you guys embolden each other, but it's different how they do it. Roles can be reversed, but that's how they embolden you in a way, by doing a little bit of the work, by getting the ball rolling. I don't know how you embolden them. Why is the Chariot here? The Three of Wands. I did not talk about this as I was shuffling. I said it tried to show itself. You show this you, on the other hand, are the dreamier of the side. And again, roles can be reversed. Don't come at me and go, Steve, I'm not the least bit dreamy. I'm the other one. Fine. Then you're the other one. But I got to read the energy in the majority here. Otherwise, it's a very fucking confusing reading. Okay? So, they make the call to get you the clog dancing gig at the mall, rather than you just talk about it. No, we're going to do it, motherfucker. And they are determined to make it happen. Right? You, on the other hand, show them new avenues, new ways to look at things. You're the more dreamy one, the mystical one, the magical one. Maybe you tend to light up their hermit side, the spiritual side more than anything else, and they get you more in the practical. Okay? It's a very symbiotic thing, but this person embodies both of these, which I imagine you do as well. If you're a Steve Love Tarot viewer, you're probably fairly balanced. At the end of the day, that's what I got here. You're about to meet a really cool friend, or have a really cool boyfriend or girlfriend that you'll talk, even if it doesn't last. It should. You should remain friends even after a breakup, with the way I feel it here. So the friendship aspect of this is very strong. But it'll be certainly, if it is a boyfriend-girlfriend thing, it'll be a relationship you'll remember. It'll be one of those ones where, well, we didn't work as a relationship, but we ended up as friends, and you stay friends forever, and this is how you interact with each other. On the flip side of that, you could stay in a relationship forever with this person. You could. It might get a little stale. The passion might wear out because it's pure love. I mean, it really is. But sometimes so the relationship might get boring. So you have to get used to that. If you want a long-term relationship where nobody cheats, right, and nobody does anything stupid, you want to stay married to somebody for 20 years, 40 years, whatever. And I've been married over 20 years. I know. It's boring. Okay? You have to get used to the fucking boredom. You have to be okay with it. The number one reason people cheat is they get bored. Plain and simple. I mean, there's different reasons men do it versus women do it, but the core reason is they just can't keep it in their pants. They just get bored. You have to be okay with that, meaning there has to be more substance to it. This is a relationship where there's more substance. There's enough to hold it together. But it may also go in the direction of it didn't work as a relationship, but you got a friend for life. This is a nice symbiotic relationship, which is set to form what is one of my classifications of soulmate, a symbiotic soulmate, okay? Where you complement each other. It's a complementary type relationship, but it's very, it's not codependent, but this person fuels you along. It's almost the way, I don't know. It's more of a push than a codependence. Does that make sense? It's tough to explain. I don't want you to think of it as codependence. Well, I'll never do anything if this person doesn't initiate it, and they'll never go and move in some spiritual directions. It's not really like that. It's more of a push. You're okay if you're separated. You don't have separation anxiety if they have to take a trip or something like that. You're okay with it. All right? It's nice. I like it. It's the birth of a soulmate in a way. It shows up, the 5 of Cups that I said in the pre-shuffle that I showed you is your sign energy that it shows up. It's a combination of sadness, depression, or which sort of plays out the way I feel it as a general feeling like nothing's ever going to happen, I'm wasting my time. A feeling you're wasting your time. A feeling like time is ticking away and nothing's happening. That's what calls this energy in. That's what really opens up. It puts you in the frequency necessary to bring this energy right to you. Because like energy attracts like energy. Everything you want is already there. You just have to tune into its frequency. That's what tunes you into it. Okay? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I've done my best here. If you like this reading, you want follow me, share it, whatever. I don't care. Knock yourself out. I hope this reading was helpful, though. This is pretty cool energy. I like it. All right, good luck.